course, our big man in the center, holding it down on defense and grabbing all those boards. John, I love your center build as is, but what can you do better, you think?
What can I do better? Do anything better. There's always more rebounds to get. There's more screens to set. There's more passes to make. You know, I don't do a whole lot of shooting, but I'm really curious to see what you got for me.
So for you, John, I'm looking at a 7-2 build it is a popper, but you still have that inside finishing that you're looking for, right? So you're 7'2", max wingspan. You're gonna have an 80 driving dunk with an 82 standing dunk, so you can definitely, you know, hold your own down there in the paint, but you still get the 78 3 ball, 99 defensive rebounding. Overall, a center build that can fit with any play style. If LD wants to attack the basket, you can pop for him. If LD wants to 3-hunt, you can roll for him. Really a do-it-all center.
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Berry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this GA, it's all yours.
Well, thank you very much.
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. The forwards for him are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. McCollum and Jones are their guards. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. And for the Pistons, Wiseman's out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Cunningham, and it's Miller, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 guard.
Yeah, so hard to move a mountain, trust me. Major damage on the boards being done by Valanciunas.
DiVincenzo passes to Miller. Here's the 3. Sinks the triple. As the season rolls on, Brent, how do squads manage to preserve momentum and energy and keep themselves fired up?
Yeah, you got to challenge yourself, Kevin, to try to continue to be consistently good. And I think that's what you're talking about here is a standard with which you play is going to help you continue to get wins because you expect that from one another. The drive to be great is something that Cade Cunningham quietly possesses. And he has all the tools to be a very special player.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Cunningham against McCollum. Now here's Valanciunas. Defense right on him. 5 on the clock. Shot from the wing. McCollum no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Wiseman finds Miller. And here is DiVincenzo. Cunningham outside. Bagley. And finish off by Bagley.
Now you see Cunningham just getting more and more comfortable in these pick and roll situations. He's going to have thousands of them throughout the season.
Pass to Ingram. Williamson left side. McCollum outside. They need this. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Out to Miller. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Miller dishes to Cunningham. And it's Bagley at the elbow. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's DiVincenzo. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. McCollum against Cunningham. Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And it's all knotted up.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. And that one's good. Ingram.
Zion plays within the system. Right there, very unselfish.
Cunningham passes to Wiseman. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. For Detroit, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Still a ton of intrigue around what it is that James Wiseman is going to be in the NBA. It's really about him staying healthy and getting a consistent opportunity to be solid.
Marshall, he's checked in for Valanciunas. The pass to Marshall. And here's McCollum for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And Detroit the other way now.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
The shot's good from Wiseman.
And Wiseman showing off his power that time.
The Pelicans have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Ingram. No dice from the high post. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. DiVincenzo kicks to Cunningham. On the wing, Miller. He's covered by Ingram. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Detroit.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
DiVincenzo against Jones. Here's Williamson, and he elevates for the slam dunk, and Marvin Bagley did not like that.
Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Cunningham kicks to DiVincenzo, and that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Here's Ingram. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Miller. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Pelicans trail by 3. Ingram wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists in the game. Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Out to Miller. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Here's Bagley. Down low. Goes back up. And Wiseman puts it in. Wiseman's got 6.
And Wiseman just has that great rebounding range to be in there and make something happen for a second chance bucket.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Entirely new group now out there. 3, Marshall. Rebounded by the Pistons. Now, here's Ivy. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. They get the rebound, and Duran slams it in.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And again, no good by New Orleans. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Pacers. Back to Bogdanovich. Right side trying to break free. Shot's good by Duran. And now a 6-point Piston lead. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Anthony, the pass to Williamson. Walker, bounce pass. New Orleans moving the ball around. Pocket 6. A three-pointer, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Pelicans trail by 6. Daniels kicks to Anthony. Inside. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
New Orleans making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. Marshall can't hit. And here are the Pistons now. They're on a 13-5 run here. Oladipo misses. New Orleans has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far. And Jalen Duran picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Marshall passes to Daniels. 6 to shoot. Pass to Williamson. Fires it up. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Williamson's got 6.
You got to admire right now Zion being very assertive and feeling like his team needs this kind of offensive confidence.
Ivy passes to Whiteside. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Richardson gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Ivy. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, lots of upside.
And Ivy especially effective in the open floor.
Outstanding burst and speed. Plays with a high motor, and he's always in attack mode.
And Anthony's got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. 6-point game. Williamson against Whiteside. And it's Williamson missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
The shot by Ivy, no good. Pelican shooting looking a little out of sorts early. 37%. Marshall inside the three-point line. And that one's on target from the wing.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Ivy kicks to Oladipo. 35 seconds left to play in the first. Bogdanovich finds Oladipo. It's rebounded by New Orleans. To the paint. Here's Williamson. Oh!
Yeah, once Zion gets that close and it's a position that he likes, that backboard's going to be shaken.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. On the 3 off target. Williamson with it. Against Charlotte. He was really on his game. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
Yeah, you don't have players on your roster that physically can match up with what Zion's going to bring. And he's going to draw some fouls.
Cunningham for 3. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need to replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game. And really, it's about getting the call right.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
A good close contest so far. And And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. McCollum and Jones are their guards. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Ingram. And it's Marshall in at the power forward. McCollum outside. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Marshall can't hit.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Shoots from 8, and that's good off the glass that time. Wiseman's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pistons.
DiVincenzo being a connector out there now.
Ingram against Miller. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist from Ingram. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
The offensive rebound, Cunningham. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And Cade, at his size, when he's going in there and willing to get dirty, it's a great way to pick up extra points.
Ingram outside. Back to McCollum. It's Ingram on the wing, covered by Miller. Valanciunas against Bagley. Pass to McCollum. The 3. Bagley with the rebound. Detroit leading by 6. Here's DiVincenzo. And he uses the glass on the lane. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Passes it to Ingram. New Orleans moving it around. And Valanciunas kicks to McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
And Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
McCollum passes to Jones. Now the pass to Ingram. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut back down to 8. Those were necessary points from Ingram. It's Cunningham with the drive. Bagley finds Wiseman. Now DiVincenzo. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Miller outside. And that one is off. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pelicans trail by 10. Ingram outside. And Marshall kicks to Jones. Pass to McCollum. Here's Marshall. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Brent, did you have any superstitions when you played in the NBA?
Not so much, Kevin. I really had more routine. And if I got off my routine, I might be a little bit, nervous. But nothing superstitious and nothing that I can recall.
And the first one at the line is good. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Marshall hits them both. Pistons leading by 8. Cunningham inside. He's guarded by McCollum. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Trains it from beyond the arc. DiVincenzo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And the media is able to vote on awards like all rookie. But Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. With the ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. Pelicans trail by 11. Cullen passes to Walker. He kicks it to Ingram. Back to Walker. Here he goes. And there it is for him.
Lonnie Walker.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Pass to DiVincenzo. Miller outside. A shot off that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Detroit leading by 9. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. So for the
Substitution for the
Pelicans, Zion
Pelicans.
Williamson comes in for Marshall. And Anthony subbed in for C.J. McCollum.
Anthony.
DiVincenzo against Walker. It's deflected. Here's Cunningham. Oh, he jams it right over to Anthony. Wow!
And wow, coming from Cade, that's good stuff.
Pelicans trail by 11.
And talking about Nate DiVincenzo, a native of Delaware, that's a state that doesn't see many of their own go pro.
Well, he has been a winner at every stop grade. In high school, back-to-back state championships in Delaware. And then he won 2 titles in college. He won a ring with the Bucks. And so the resume has a long list of titles with it. Just flat-out playmaking from Cade. This is why he was picked first overall.
Anthony dishes to Ingram. Anthony against Cunningham. Back to Ingram. 4 on the clock over Miller. And that one hits back iron. Pistons leading by 13. Cunningham inside. Working on Walker. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 10 points in the quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions.
On the court.
Pelicans trail by 15. Here's Anthony. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Anthony's got his first points in this one.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Passes to Ivy. Bogdanovich against Richardson. Bogdanovich passes to Duran. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. The wide open look here for Anthony. They get it again. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas just needs a little bit of airspace. He's so big, easy for him to get to the rim.
Oladipo taking his time here. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Williamson had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And he drives in and slam dunk by Ivy.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Anthony, the pass to Richardson. Floats it up for Williamson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, I like it when he goes vertical, but I like it when he stays there. How about Zion getting up?
Ivy passes to Duran. Good D by Williamson. Pelicans trail by 11. Richardson right side. There's the pass to Anthony. From 10 feet out, he squares up and sinks it. Anthony's got his second bucket tonight.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
On the wing, Daniels. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Valanciunas, and that one goes long. Detroit leading by 9. Ivy kicks to Bogdanovich. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they really started to get closer to the basket.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
New Orleans moving the ball around to the inside. Valanciunas inside. He's covered by Whiteside.
Valanciunas moving very well right there. Able to slip by the defender, get a little contact. That's not enough. He still gets the finish.
Oladipo, the pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Oladipo. Here's Ivy. Taken away by Anthony and stolen by Ivy. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Durant over Anthony. That one rolling around and rims out. Here's Richardson, and that one is good.
The attacking mentality of Josh Richardson right now, proving once again how tough a cover he can be.
Ivy, and slam dunk by Ivy.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
That's the end of the
and so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Pistons. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. There was absolutely no stopping Cade Cunningham in the first half. He had 12 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
And, Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
Well, the effort hasn't been there in terms of rebounding the ball. They're getting outworked in that part of the game. But you got to be more physical to turn this thing around. I don't know if they have the personnel to do that.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. Marvin Bagley is out there with Miller. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's James Wiseman. And it's Cunningham in at the point guard position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Shot clock at 5. Bagley trying to free himself up. Miller, no luck. Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Jones. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
First team foul.
Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Line for the Pelicans. Herbert Jones taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Detroit. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Cunningham dishes it to Wiseman. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Wiseman's got 10 points.
Man, think about adding that weight and still having the quickness. Wiseman just eating up space now.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Finds himself wide open and drills it. And it's 9 points for C.J. McCollum. Cunningham against Ingram. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. No good from 11 feet.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Bagley with the bucket.
Working around the rim, Bagley a tough cover there because of his quickness.
Pelicans trail by 10. McCollum kicks to Ingram. Back to McCollum. Fires for three. They get it back. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Cunningham inside. He's guarded by McCollum. Traps in the tray. 13 points in the game.
Not wasting any time here. Kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
It is amazing how good a three-point shooter Jonas Valanciunas has become.
Well, he didn't attempt a three in his first 5 years in the NBA. And now he's shooting a ton of them. So he's got great feel, great touch, and it's done a lot to round out his game.
Pelicans shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And how about as a group? 80% on the season. One of their best attributes.
2 shots.
He's off on the second. Pistons leading by 10. DiVincenzo passes to Wiseman.
And Wiseman will go vertical.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Williamson kicks to McCollum. It's Jones on the wing. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And Williamson throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Bagley dishes to Miller. Back to Bagley. Miller outside. From past the arc, another three for Detroit.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
McCollum finds Ingram. Now here's Jones. Pass to McCollum. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Cunningham looking it over. Here's Bagley. Pelicans with the rebound. McCollum outside. Lobs it up there for Ingram. And stolen by Miller. It's Cunningham with the drive. Outside for Bagley. Cunningham passes to Miller. Jacks up a three. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Shot from 12. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Detroit leading by 13. Here's Cunningham. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I love Cade Cunningham just playing this way. An electric player, and he takes advantage.
Some changes for New Orleans. Marshall, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Brandon Ingram. Pelicans trail by 16. And here's McCollum. 9 points in the game so far. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Jones against DiVincenzo. Now here's Wiseman. He's covered closely. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cunningham. Rebound by Marshall. And here's Marshall will bring it up for the Pelicans. It's stolen by Wiseman. And now here's Wiseman, the fast break chance. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now, here's Cunningham. DiVincenzo kicks to Cunningham. And there's the drive. And Cunningham with the slam.
Ignoring the defense and cutting to get the shot. That's a great play from Cade.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Daniels, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Anthony comes in for McCollum. Pass to Marshall. Trying to end the drought. And Wiseman sends it back.
And Wiseman using the length, swatting that one away.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Miller, Anthony with the block. They recover it. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Here's Williamson. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Williamson's got 4 this quarter.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Cunningham dishes it to Bagley. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pistons foul. Miller.
Josh Richardson's checked in for Marshall.
3rd team foul. Substitution on the court.
The pass to Daniels. Here's Walker. That shot no good. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Ivy passes to Whiteside. Oladipo outside. Pass to Ivy. 6 on the shot clock. Bogdanovich wide open. Hangs it from downtown. Bogdanovich has got 5 now.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Williamson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. 16 points for him. Ivy kicks to Bogdanovich, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Cole Anthony.
And Bogdanovich clever at finding ways to get to the line. Love seeing the aggression come out here with the defense.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. The bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. That 3 off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
New Orleans making a switch here. Ingram's checked in.
Brandon Ingram.
1:39 left in the third. Ivy passes to Durant. Oladipo outside. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Okay, and he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Walker's shot is off.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
There's a minute left in the third quarter. Ingram outside. There's the triple. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
3 points.
Anthony's got 3 assists tonight.
Ingram seems just more and more confident in his ability to shoot from the three-point line.
Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. That sends Jaden Ivey to the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Ingram. Valanciunas, who's checked in for the Pelicans.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
Pass to Durant. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. Over Bogdanovich. And that one's good. Ingram's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the defense has to do a better job, but when Brandon Ingram is on the break, those strides, man, he takes up a lot of ground.
Ivy with the bucket.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Williamson looking it over. 2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, pretty dialed in right now as Zion is hitting everything. The team hoping he can maintain this.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Detroit. They lead by 18. We're going to step aside for just a second. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for The Pelicans getting the fourth quarter going. Ingram in the front court with Williamson. McCollum and Jones are their guards. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot. And there's Miller, good that time on the assist by Cunningham. Miller's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Detroit. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Passes it to Ingram. Wide open. Rebounded by the Pistons. Wiseman's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. DiVincenzo finds Cunningham. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Like to see that as Ingram hits a shot from the mid-range. It's going to open some things up.
Cunningham passes to Bagley. Miller kicks to DiVincenzo. Launches it. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Pistons lead by 21.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Jones, that's for 2, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Detroit leading by 21. Cunningham inside. He is guarded by McCollum, and they double up Cunningham. Williamson outside. It's McCollum on the wing. Over Bagley. Here's Williamson, and Wiseman sends it back. It's Cunningham with the drive. Outside for Bagley. Miller against McCollum. That one goes. Count it. Miller's got 4 points in the quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Detroit.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle. The hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Miller dishes to Wiseman. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Well, a little physicality for a little guy goes a long way, but a little physicality from a big guy, that goes Valanciunas' way.
Here's Cunningham. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Ingram's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's McCollum. Rebound, Detroit.
Boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
I love Cade just ripping through right there, getting his strides down and all the way to the rim.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Pass to Ingram. Back to Jones. And Jones with the stop.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Cunningham passes to Wiseman. DiVincenzo kicks to Cunningham. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
I like how Cunningham just refuses to settle on the play. He gets his shot off and then gets himself fouled.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. And Brent, nowadays there are so many options for the great high school basketball player in this country and overseas. Do you see the G League Ignite in similar ways as a positive overall?
I think right now you'd have to say that the G League Ignite has been a successful experiment, and that run is going to continue. You get guys like Jalen Green, who was drafted by the Houston Rockets and came in, had a sensational rookie season. That pathway has led him there, so I think they're doing a good job. The interesting thing, Kevin, to talk about is what colleges have done in response to that and what's going on in the NIL space. How does that change the dynamic in the future?
And it's Ingram missing. Pistons leading by 23. Here's Miller. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Pelicans shooting 43% for the game. Ingram outside. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Kept alive. Cunningham passes to Wiseman. Here's DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. And here's Miller outside. Pelicans pull it in. Valanciunas has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside, Jones. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern. And I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
Anthony's checked in for the Pelicans. Cunningham, and the rejection by Valanciunas.
You can feel the presence as Valanciunas gets himself in the right spot. If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Williamson dishes to Ingram. Over Cunningham. Second shot opportunity, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And Valanciunas knows he's going to get hit there. He absorbs the contact and still goes through it.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Detroit leading by 18. Cunningham on the wing. Covered by Williamson. And it's Bagley. That time on the assist for Miller.
Well, Bagley bringing it right now and taking his frame and presenting it for contact.
Pass to Jones. Outside Anthony. Ingram with it. 4 on the shot clock. Over Miller. They get it back. The Pistons have got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 and 12. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
DiVincenzo, I think, is starting to take a lot of pride in the fact that he could do a lot of little things for the basketball team that add up. He scores, and gets some rebounds, and gets some assists. He's a weapon.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Whiteside's checked in for Wiseman. Duran comes in for Bagley. Bogdanovich is checked in for Miller. And Ivey subbed in for Cunningham. Ingram finds Anthony. And here is Ingram. Back to Jones. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 4 assists now tonight.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Back to Bogdanovich. Anthony against DiVincenzo. There's the 3. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Well, sometimes you run the 2-man game, but nothing happens other than you having to make the play. Dante did it that time.
With social media and the cult celebrity, a lot of pitfalls for players. Brent, is the NBA doing a good job preparing them to face those very public challenges?
It's a really good question, Kevin. And I think what's interesting is to study players who've been in the NBA for a while that are embracing social media versus what you're seeing with younger players who have grown up with social media and how they handle that dynamic coming in. And I think, quite frankly, the younger players are a lot better at doing it than some of the older players.
Valanciunas, it's good again in an excellent 7-for-8 shooting night so far.
And I think Valanciunas is Lithuanian for can't miss. I'll have to look that up.
Ivy passes to Whiteside. Misses in close. Pelicans trail by 20. And the pass to Hayes. A 3-ball. Here's Valanciunas. Good once again. That makes it 8 for 9 this game.
And that's where Jonas is going to do most of his damage. Down low, playing physical, and knocking guys around.
Pass to Duran. Oladipo outside. Another 3 for Detroit.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pistons.
On a given night, 1 or 2 guys might have the off night from the line, but today the team did a much better job with their free throws.
They did lose focus, and it made a difference.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for James Wiseman.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Ivy kicks to Oladipo. Fires the 3. Here's Duran. It's rebounded by Hayes. Here are the Pelicans with the ball, trailing by 19. Here's Richardson.
Richardson playing with boundless energy, great at going into the physical defense and drawing the foul.
4th team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for New Orleans, Josh Richardson. 2 shots.
And Richardson drops them both. 27 seconds left in the 4th. Ivy dishes to Whiteside.
Detroit foul. Hassan Whiteside. 2nd personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Pelicans, Willie Hernan-Gomez. At the line.
No good on the free throw. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Bogdanovich. Can't hit from in close. Here's Alvarado. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean,
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.